introduce Vivi Tomasi is here with us, co-host from Get It Girl.
Get it! Do it!
Get it! Get it!
Let's sit us down right quick. Okay. 3, 2, 1! Wow. Okay, so I want to start the conversation. You're single.
Yes.
Why?
I have been single for a while. You know, I don't know. People ask me this all the time. I got asked the other day by someone, "Oh, so you ended up liking the single life, huh?" And I was like,
Like
yes.
you were pathetic for liking it?
Yeah, like, oh, you ended up liking this now. Like, am I not supposed to?
Wait, who said? Was that a family member or a friend?
No, just a friend.
Was it an older person?
No.
Okay.
Around the same age.
I think they're just surprised that you've been single for so long because they feel that you should have so many options, right?
Which she probably does.
She does.
No, you know, the thing
she's
is,
not in the place to
I
take
think
away.
that I am a very lazy dater.
In what sense?
This is whatever this.
I don't have the time or the patience to like really put myself out there or to like hunt around, you know, or do any of that. I don't have that motivation.
What about people hunting you?
Yeah.
Do you notice or do you just put up the wall?
I got no time. No, just kidding. No. So when people like come to me to like try and get to know me better, it just takes so much time. And I've developed, it's been so long that I've been single, and I think that the more time you're single, the more you get like accustomed to it.
Like
and
you like your space.
Same.
Like I like my space, and I have
my
this
space
like
too.
my single behavior.
I think that everybody here on this panel, because we put so much out there in what we do, when we go home, like we need space. This happened in my last relationship. A big part of the reason it didn't work out is because I would go home and I needed space, and this person needed to interact a lot more than I was ready to give. And even now when I date, but I was asking him, is it a millennial thing? Although I think that it's, you know, it runs with people even in the 30s. Is it a millennial thing with all the apps, all the options, all the online dating, all the things to do, all the internet stuff? Does it get in the way?
I mean, do you think really it gets in the way?
You know, I don't know. I don't know if it's like a millennial thing or anything like that. I think that for me, it's more of like, I don't want to give up my single behavior type. Like, I like to come home, I make some crappy food, I go in front of the TV, I watch reruns of Friends and Sex and the City, and then I do my toenails. You know, like if I had someone there with me, I'm gonna have to be, you know, paying attention to what that person wants.
Not
and,
only
like, it's going to get in the way of my single behavior.
But you wouldn't be able to like hang out in your rollers and stuff. Like you want to be like all dressed up.
Okay,
and
well,
done.
listen. Go ahead. Finish that thought.
Sometimes you do feel like you need someone, you know, or you want to share something, or you just want to feel like a hairy leg, you know?
Oh, I thought you meant
hairy leg.
Hairy leg.
I got two.
The guy wanted to feel your hairy leg.
Guys, don't shame.
I got two of those hairy legs.
I'm gonna leave one leg hairy.
Don't do that.
And then I'll leave the other one, and then I'll just satisfy myself.
You just
I'll
listen.
just be like, oh, it feels like I have someone next to me.
You can get this pillow.
Oh my God, I didn't know about that color. That's
That is
crazy.
the shape of a man.
Well, no, here, take this. Here, take this pillow here. Let me ask an incendiary question to the women about single life and this, because my sister she's pregnant. She's the lesbian.
Oh, she's pregnant. You're gonna be an uncle.
Yes. And they have the sperm donor and all that stuff. And they weren't traditional women. They were lesbians. They wanted their career women. They never thought they were gonna have babies. And then that biological clock started ticking. They're like, hey, you know what? Apparently, I do want some of these traditional feminine goals, having a kid and raising a family. As women, do you want to have a baby? Do you guys feel that there is a clock above your head?
Vivi did not pause. She was like, yes.
But you're very young. You have a lot of time. But is that clock in the distance? Like, ooh, I gotta start keeping an eye on that thing.
I am. And like, I'm 29. I'm not afraid
You're
to say
forever
my
29.
age. I'm forever 29. No, and I feel like the time is getting there. It's getting closer to the time where I want to meet someone who I fall in love. That's the problem. I don't fall in love very easily. And I need to fall in love in order to be with that person, you know?
So somebody needs to break through that big barrier that you put up. Is that the barrier right there? We use it as a wall on the Zoom.
And like, I need to fall in love in order for me to want to be with that person and then have a family. Like, it's important for me. I want to get pregnant. I want to have kids.
Do you feel that, instinctivly, or it's because society has kind of ingrained that in you?
I think it's beautiful. I want to see, I want to create, a little part of me with someone else. Yeah, who I really love. And I think it's the ultimate goal of life, is like raising a child. That's amazing.
There's a lot of my friends my age who were like, okay, if we don't find somebody in a couple years, let's just have a baby, the two of us. We have good genes.
Oh, yeah,
we'll raise
I
it
have
as
a couple of
friends.
those,
I
yeah.
have some default, like, you know.
Friends.
I don't have that person yet, but I mean, if you want to.
I'll sign up. I'll sign up. Yeah.
All right.
Then our babies are gonna be siblings at some point.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Wait, because he's yours too?
Yeah.
He's yours.
Sign up. Hold on.
What a sign.
Bruno, you want to be
Listen, you want
Would
you have one of mine too?
Sorry, Dennis. Yeah,
Why is everyone asking Dennis?
Dennis, you're gonna be the uncle, okay?
No,
Why is
actually,
asking Dennis?
this is interesting that I'm left out of the equation because recently a medium talked to me and she told me that I wouldn't have children. So maybe,
Do
yeah.
you want children?
I mean,
You are a child, Dennis, let's
but
be
I
honest.
don't know. I don't really. The thought of having a child is a little bit tough for me because I'm like, I feel like I still need to take care of myself a
I
lot.
definitely
you know?
want to have children, but there's one thing. The other day I was on set with like this little boy who was super sweet and everything, but then having to deal with them and the terrible twos and all that stuff, I was like, well, as much as I want to have babies eventually, I'm very happy that I don't have any yet. I'm just enjoying because we only have so many more years of really being able to enjoy yourself as much. And I think 20s are the new 30. I mean, 30s are the new 20s, right? And
Totally.
20s
I've been
and whatever.
I feel like I'm still in my 20s.
But then,
I haven't even gotten there yet,
it's
so I don't
just
even know.
about really enjoying where you are
I'm 12.
in that moment, and the right person and the right circumstances and situations will eventually follow.
Okay.
I mean, right now, I feel that, and it's all of us here too. I mean, I believe that we are enjoying ourselves.
I want to go back to the reason I think just the quick dating thing is that I thought of this just now. What's frustrating for me is at our age, a lot of women I encounter are very non-committal. So that discourages me from seeking other women because I start to really feel stuff for someone and then it totally backfires on me. And so that happening over time has caused me to seek out less women. So it's a vicious cycle.
Go through a phase where you date older women for a little bit. When I was your age,
I've had a couple.
A couple little runs. It's always good.
Yeah.